Operation 1, Mission 2. Things are already starting to heat up. I decided to go ahead and distribute out some clan tech. The game was so generous with the loot on the first level. I already have 2 Clanner LBX-10s, Clanner missile racks, energy weapons, heavy flamers. I upgraded our commando for the Uller J. I salvaged it, and it's given me enough weight on this level to use it. So you can see pretty much all our builds have changed. Clanner Pulse. I had to improvise this build anyway, it didn't have any weapons in it. I upgraded my Raven to 2 Flamers. Centaurian is now LBX-10, 2 Clanner Pulse. Our Bushwhacker, 3 Clanner LRM racks, Clanner LBX-10, Laser Flamer. This mech kind of got the shaft, he's almost the same, but I upgraded his lasers. So basically I dropped many of our lasers and missiles, and I just upgraded to their version. You see, a laser is 4 tons, a missile rack is 3 tons. Together those are 7, which is the same amount of weight as a heavy flamer. So you just dump one of each of those and then slot a flamer and you get a better weapon. The game gave me several heavy flamers. It also gave me 2 LBX-10s, which are an automatic upgrade over the regular 10 Inner Spear version. And I switched some of our lasers for Clanner Pulse lasers, which weigh the same, but if you compare the stats, 2 damage, 5-second cooldown, 1 damage, 1.75 second cooldown. So the DPS on theirs is fantastic compared to ours. So that is an upgrade, straight up upgrade. I also upgraded some of our sensors. I had extra weight left over. The Centaurian has half a ton left over by default. It didn't occur to me to try and buy that sensor. I noticed that he also has half a ton, so I bought the sensor. One thing I didn't check though is this ECM suit. Can I fit that? He gave me a Clanner ECM suit on the first level. Oh yeah, it's lighter. I'm not sure if I want to slot it though, because it's just going to give me half a ton of weight. It's like, what am I going to do with half a ton? You don't have a 7.5 weapon. But you know, those might be rare just like they were in the first game, so let's just use the regular ECM for now. Protect base Nomad. Defend base HQ, local turret power, and sensor control. Those are secondaries, but we should be able to keep them all for extra money. Fire support, 3 small, 1 large. The sweep of our landing zone perimeter resulted in the location and reactivation of an abandoned base, Base Nomad. However, Recon is detecting 3 distinct enemy columns approaching with an attack vector directed at the base Nomad. Protect the base HQ building at all costs. Base Nomad has local turret power generators which provide power to the turret gun emplacements around the base's perimeter. Destruction of the generators will deactivate the turrets, and as such their integrity will aid in your defense of the base. The turrets are not that useful on this mission though, because most of them are cannon towers and the enemy is going to be stocked heavy with long-range weapons. So we can't really hide behind them, we just need to try to pull the enemy into them and support them. Otherwise they'll be picked off out of their range. Additionally, our engineering team has managed to erect sensor towers in this sector, which are controlled by a sensor control at the base itself. As long as the sensor control is attacked, sensor towers will be able to detect enemy units. Sounds like tutorial text here. They're teaching you how to use a sensor. Did they really think that people are going to play this before the main game? Both the local turret power and sensor control are valuable and may aid in your defense of the mission, but are not imperative to the mission's success. Yeah, I got it, thanks. Manticore heavy tank is noted for their PPCs and thick armor have been spotted in one of the enemy columns. That's a new tank. It has been confirmed that a Mad Cat class Omni-Mech is part of the enemy forces. So, 2 missions in and you can already get a Mad Cat. I believe that's a Mark J, so it's not too tough, but it would be nice to have, if I get it. A ruined outpost in the northwest is reported to still have functioning turrets. I don't know which one they're referring to. There's actually a roadblock here and here. We want to capture both. You don't have either by default, but you can use them against the enemy. By upgrading our commando to the Uller, I got an extra, I'm using an extra 5 tons. Or I would have been 5 tons under the goal here. If you got the Shadow Cat, your options would be different because that mech is at 45 tons. But look how much stuff is already unlocked in the store. And I've got 45,000 credits already to afford it. And some stuff that I can just go ahead and sell. Wow, the store is really picking up quickly on this. Still haven't used these things. If I have 15 tons left over in a build, maybe I'll consider bringing out one of these vehicles to put it to use. Or if I find a mission where it might be helpful. Alright, let's go.
Commencing deployment. Mech warriors prepare for combat.
Alright, we need to be quick here. So this is a defense mission, but you don't want to just sit on your ass. There's a whole bunch of resource nodes out there to capture, and there's also 2 turret grids up for grabs. The sooner you get them, the more helpful they're going to be. We have 2 different directions that we need to go. Well, actually 3, but I only have 2 J mechs. The 3rd spot will just have to wait. First place I want to go is over here. Thank you.
Rooster here, building captured.
So I just got us some more turrets. You don't start with these by default. You need to get over there and capture them. And they do shoot at you, so that's why I went around with jump jets. There's even more to get up here. And we need to come in from the back. If we do this quickly, you know, they will go ahead and start shooting. Come on. We're being shot at. Don't shoot that. There it is. Capture.
Enemy components captured.
There we go. Now we're unloading those on the enemy. That's going to buy us some more time.
Enemy components captured.
What are you doing? Don't run through them. Well, at least we don't have their attention. Now, with them held up like this, this is an opportunity to try to airstrike. Bunch of vehicles right here. And look at that. Gas tank. Boom. Ha ha. Alright, I think I'll play the Raven for a moment. There's something I want over here. Actually, we should get rid of the Uller first. They're coming down the left side. So this base doesn't hold up for very long, but I got the container. There was a salvage in there that I got, and the turrets keep them busy for a moment. There's another salvage down here. And the enemies are coming down this way, so we need to get it and get out of here.
Enemy components captured.
Oh, come on, don't fall down next to the turret.
This is Rooster. They got me pegged.
Alright, you're done. You can leave. Mech repair bay here, but you actually can't use it. For whatever reason, it doesn't work.
Yes, sir. They are firing at me.
Enemy components
I'll take care of
captured.
it. Siren here, sir. Building captured. I'll take care of it.
People are getting your jump jet skill this mission. There we go. The turrets took out the vehicles. It's not going to get all the vehicles over the course of the mission, but it gets rid of that first wave. And I think I got all the salvage on the level now. I remember there was one up here, 2 up here. Yeah, that should be it. If there's any others that I missed out there, tough shit. Now we have a bunch of Ullers coming. Most of the enemies on this level will try to outrange your vulnerable cannon turrets because they're using AC-10s. The enemies will use 5s, LRMs, ERPPCs. But if you engage the enemy, they'll actually run up to the turret, so it just means you need to fight and not try to hide behind the turret doing nothing. We have our nice, tough Jagger mech. Everyone else will provide support. There's that pop sound again. It only does that during this expansion. It doesn't sound like it's part of the game's soundtrack. It sounds like some kind of bug.
Already taken care of. Thunder, he's going home in a shoebox.
So if you leave these mechs to shoot at the turrets, they'll shoot the turrets out of range. But if you engage the mechs, they'll come up to you, then the turrets will shoot back. Make the best use of the turrets that you can, because there are quite a few enemies that are going to attack us. One thing I could probably do is just whack this bridge right here. But we want the enemies to go through the bridge. Alright, we need to get some mechs up here. So this is a defense mission. There's nothing else to do other than safeguard our base. I'm gonna leave our big slow Jagger mech here. I'm glad they gave us an A variant, because the W variant on the Jagger mech and the J are a piece of shit. They just don't have any armor. I know I said it before, but in case you forgot, the Jagger mech slots additional weapons room for its weight. So if you have the W or J, they basically have tissue paper. They're armored like the Hunchback Mark II, basically. I recommend the A variant. That's the one they gave us. But the Centaurian and Bushwhacker W is fine, so I'm pretty happy with the starting lance that they gave us. I like to have A's on my clan mechs, but on the more inner spear or expendable inner spear mechs, I usually go for W so they can just carry more weapons. Alright, enemies, you out there? You coming? I did pre-test the mission and it seemed to work fine. Is anyone out there? I've got sensor grids across most of the map. If there was something up there, I would see it. Unless it's like way up here off screen. Did I break the game somehow? Oh, here we go. We got contacts. They're just taking their time. They're working up the courage. I believe these are Cougars and aerospace spotters. What I want to do is keep the aerospace spotters off our turret control. The aerospace spotters are going to run right up here and drop airstrikes on this. They won't waste time with any of the turrets. We can get more money out of these turrets by just shooting the aerospace spotters. We could try to airstrike one. Let's see, just not good at aiming these things. Alright, he's abusing his long-range guns. You see that? He can shoot from way over there out of range of the turrets. Now we're going to force him to fight.
Baron here, they've got me targeted.
Come and get it, bastard. Aha, we got one. I hate those things.
Got it.
That one's gonna miss. Oh, we got him. Alright, now get down here. These mechs are coming back over here. They're going to hit us from two different, well actually 3 different spots, but for the most part it's just west and east. Oh, look at that, there was gas tanks here I could use. A few put a mech over here, you can shoot those and just instant give these cougars. Or no, it's one cougar, one Uller. But I think we'll be able to take them.
You betcha, sir.
These mechs don't have LRMs. But that's okay, he won't abuse it. He's just firing them while he's on his way here.
I'm taking enemy fire.
Got our other mechs moving up.
Now go. I got it, sir. You betcha, sir.
Yeah, by all means, run into my turns, pal.
That took care of him. You betcha.
I wish we could use that mech repair bay, but it simply doesn't let us. I like those clanner flamers.
Got me hit.
Give me those ejections. This mission's not overly difficult, but you need to know what you're doing or your lance can exhaust. It'd be nicer if they let you use that mech repair bay between waves. One reason I'd like to be allowed to use it is because you don't have anything better to do at this point while waiting for the enemies taking their time to show up. At least give me something to do. If I could use the mech repair bay, that'd be something. See, now we just get to sit around again. It's time for a picnic. Alright, guys. I know you got a Mad Cat coming. Where's that? Come on, let's go. I think that's a cougar. They're going to try and sneak a cougar on the east side of our base with jump jets, and he'll go straight for the turret power. Actually, I think he goes straight for the command station, which will fail you the mission. His headquarters. No, that's not the right building. It's this one. Maybe it is the local turret power. But if I remember correctly, this mech will actually stop for a moment before he attacks. So that means I'm just going to airstrike with my heavy. Yeah, I see you. Let's see, stop over here somewhere, I think. Come on. There we go. Her. 5, 4. He won't stay there very long. You need to be quick about this. Oof. We salvage. We got it. Great. I would love to have a Cougar J. And we got a Cougar A. We're making like a champ off of this one. And an Uller A. 2 large X-pulses. Good salvage. Look, Clanner LBX, Clanner missiles. Making like a champ off this bitch. They are very generous with the salvage. I'm not referring to the RNG because, you know, these 3 here are just luck. I'm referring to this. So there's our Mad Cat. That's basically the final boss of the level. You could try to save the large airstrike for him, but he will never stop anywhere, I don't think. He's just going to charge our base. If he doesn't stop, good luck hitting a running heavy mech with a large artillery strike. You go ahead if you want to do it. So he's the main problem of the level because all the other enemies are going to have you soften up. And then the Mad Cat's going to show up with 2 Clanner ERPPCs that can hit you for over 22 damage. I think it's 22 and a half with 4 LRMs. You got to try and conserve your strength so that when that bastard shows up, you still have some left.
betcha, sir. I am under fire. I got it, sir.
I'm trying to use our turrets as much as possible. That's how you conserve. I'm not going to run out there and engage out in the open field when I have no reason to.
You betcha, sir.
If they'll run in here, I'm more than happy with that.
I got it, sir.
Bring me more cougars to salvage while you're at it.
This is Thunder.
Mad Cat's almost here.
I'm taking
Oh,
fire.
he just ripped my Raven.
This is Siren. I'm getting battered.
Shit, and then she fell down.
Siren here.
We might lose her here.
That last hit knocked me around.
Shit.
I'm getting battered, sir.
You'll notice he's just charging
My
at the
weapons
base.
are almost gone.
Alright, Siren, just stay away from him.
My ammo.
You could time an airstrike here. He runs to this spot here, so when you see him coming up, you could large airstrike right there.
You betcha, sir.
But he actually tries to ignore you and go for some of your buildings.
You betcha, sir.
He always runs to this spot right here in the middle, so if you want to airstrike, wait until he comes over here. He starts to come in, airstrike there in the center.
Mission objective.
There we go, we got him.
That takes care of him.
Mission successful.
I think I may have salvaged that. I didn't hear his mech explode. When the mech explodes, you don't salvage it. I didn't hear him explode behind our reward sheet. There's our rank ups. The first time I practiced the first level, I got both of those rank ups on the first level. They didn't happen this time, so I got them a level late. I'm fine with that, as long as it happens. So let's see, look. Cougar A, Cougar J, Cougar W. I don't really want this one. Mad Cat J. We'll take it. I don't really care about jump jetting on heavy or assault mechs, but since clanner mechs do it so much more effectively than inner spear heavies, it could be useful to put more points on one of our veterans. We'll put a veteran on this and try and use the jump jet skill up to get him up to elite, like I did last time. So overall, that went well. That Raven got ripped, but she's still alive and she ranked. Good thing I didn't put the clanner ECM in that, but I'll probably put it into the Cougars, which are better than Ravens. 60,000 credits. Wow. They are paying us the big bucks right from the get-go. Alright. See you next mission.